Hello, hello. Hey, Gamby, what's going on? How are you? What's shaking? Okay, I'm like looking at this, trying to remember where I even was. I'm gonna try and get through just his clothes. And then we're gonna be in a good spot. Hey, Patricia, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I am currently done with school for right now until the next semester starts. So I have literally like a month of free time, and I've never felt so alive. I got like 2 new jobs at the same time though, and I'm working on a pretty big like independent like contract project, so I'm like, oh, just like drowning, but that's okay. But I am glad that I'm not in school. Just vibing. Hey, Aqua. Hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Hi, Cal. Doing okay playing games before you go to work? That sounds fun. What you playing? Speaking of games, there's probably about to be a violent amount of game streaming that happens on this channel because Black Myth Wukong comes out in like literally 8 days. And I suck at Souls-like games. I've never touched them, and so I'm low-key kind of afraid that I'm gonna be bad at it. But we're gonna play and we're gonna suffer. And it's gonna be awesome. Making a brunch. That sounds like a nice time. I just finished up like a little eggy sandwich. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Cat. Tatsu was being a menace until he decided that he didn't want to be over here anymore. Okay, so now I need to figure out... Let's see, we're gonna go like this, and this is how this is gonna go. Nice and gentle. Oh, I'm gonna die every 15 seconds. That's how this is gonna go. It's either that or I'm gonna actually be very good. It just seems like the game seems very unforgiving, which is good because that's how those games should be. So, I'm stoked. Stoked. It looks so beautiful. I got the DLC, so now Wukong can have some fun extra neat armor, and we're just gonna go absolutely ham. And it's gonna be amazing. Lord, I'm excited. I'm gonna listen to the soundtrack and cry. Like, is this gonna be a lot? Making eggs and sausage. Oh, nice, nice, with a little eggy Sammy with a croissant. Yeah, that sounds delicious. It's simple. It's good. Everybody like it. I love it. Yep, we've been slowly chugging away. We're making it happen. I'm very excited about it. Thank you. I am, yeah, the next check-in is in, like, I think it's on the 20th. Let me double check the schedule for this server. Oh, it's on the 17th, so it's in, like, 5 days. I'm like massively ahead of schedule for this, but I would like to get this to a point where it's pretty much like almost complete-ish. So that way all I have to do is sprinkle on some special effects later and we'll be good to go. This one, this is for a zine. Oh, so for the contest for the short story contest, yes, that is on the 20th. Yep. Have we done our exercise yet today? No, but I do have my personal training session tomorrow, and I actually went back to the gym, thank God, for the first time. Not yesterday, but the day before. My body is like, bro, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, we're doing some Street Fighter first thing. I'm like barely awake. Hold on, let me finish this thumb. Let me finish this thummy. Get this on here, and then I'll get down and we'll get some push-ups in here. Thankfully, my upper body isn't as toasted. I did a bunch of like pretty heavy deadlifts, and now my legs are like, it's mostly my like, I think that's my adductors. Yeah, that whenever the muscles are inside my like inner thigh, they're like, what the fuck, bro? And I'm like, look, I don't know. I did it. Yeah, I did rows and cable rows and fucking deadlifts, and now I'm weak. I'm weak. Yep, we can't be having any weird elbows in here. That's the truth. Yeah, fortunately, my personal trainer actually has set the Guinness Book of World Records for like, he's got like 7 world records in lifting, which is crazy. So I'm very lucky to know him, and he is an incredibly cool teacher and a very fun guy. He used to teach health sciences for like middle schoolers. He's very nice. Like, also be sure to drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. I'm really bad about that. I'm trying to get better. His name is Chad Stapleton. Let's see, Chad, Guinness Book of World Records, deadlift. Is this guy? Or Singleton, sorry, Chad Singleton. This is the guy. Chad Singleton, he's got, hold on, let me see. This is his Guinness Book of World Records page here. He has the most weight deadlifted in 30 seconds, which is literally, so he lifted 7,700-ish pounds in 30 seconds. And that's only one of them. That's just one of them, which is absolutely nuts. He also has most consecutive body weight deadlifts. He also has, let's see, heaviest sumo deadlift in 1 hour. Heaviest tire deadlifted in 1 minute. And then he also has one in high heels. But he definitely does not look like this would be the guy. Where is he? This is the man. He is very small and very tall. But he is literally, he's so fucking strong. Yeah, here's him in his stilettos doing deadlifts because, of course. But yeah, he's a very strong guy. Super cool dude. It was most burpees in high heels in 1 minute. He did 43 burpees. So, yeah, he's a silly guy. He's definitely he loves fitness, and he likes to have fun with it. So all of his records are either very silly things or very intense things. But he has been a great help, especially to Jace, who has, like, I don't want to say, because he has not been diagnosed with a hypermobility disorder, so he can't claim that, but he's definitely borderline hypermobility, and he has a lot of he has a very difficult time doing exercise because he'll literally accidentally, like, pop his shoulders out and shit while he's exercising, so Chad's been very helpful trying to figure out how to get a plan for him, especially, that is good. And also what, like, exercises to do that bring the most value. Yeah, he's amazing. I can't even do that many burpees regularly, right? I just hate burpees in general, so I'm like, Chad, why did you suffer? Like, why would you wake up and do that to yourself? Like, but he's got this, like, dad joke energy. He's like the, are you working hard or hardly working kind of a guy, and you're just like, oh my god, you're almost a caricature of a human being, like. But he's a good guy for sure. He's very cool. So we get to go do that tomorrow. We've been extra slacking on all of our workouts, but it was really because we were moving for like 3 weeks straight. So we got most of our exercise in via lifting heavy boxes and stuff, but now I want to get back into actual like weightlifting. I love the dad vibes, right? Well, and it's funny because he's like my age. He's like barely older than me, and I'm like, sir, why are you from an alternate dimension? Like, what is this? Yes, I was listening to 2000s dad rock playing poker in my poetry server. I love it. That sounds fun though. That sounds like a good time. Speaking of dad rock, I'm gonna go see like Godsmack at the end of the month, and I haven't listened to Godsmack since like 2008, and I'm like, I am ancient. It's true, Cal. You're right though. You're right. You're right. Truly, if you can unlock the dad vibes, you win. I think about the guy that's on like Jimmy Fallon's like You sketch where he's like, "Ew, it's my stepdad Gary." It's like that shit. You want to tap into that Dad Gary shit. Yeah, I've been around for a minute. I am an elder being. Weird thought though, huh? Yeah, but legit, I think the last time I listened to Godsmack was probably like 2008, 2009. But I haven't really listened to a lot of their discography. It's been a lot of like, they'll have music in like video games or movies and I'll listen, and it's like, oh yeah, I know of Godsmack, but like, if you asked me to like pin down any of their songs, I recognize them if you played them for me, but like, but mostly I'm excited because we're gonna go see them, and the opener is Nothing More, and that shit's gonna be insane. I'm more of a prog rock, prog metal person myself, so that's really what I'm stoked for, and I need that in my life. There's like an arena in Colorado Springs that just opened that has like fire pit seating, and it's gonna be like crazy. Oh man, okay, so let me tell you about how when NSYNC came out, because that's how old I am. My cousin, he was obsessed with NSYNC, like violently obsessed. And he really wanted to be Justin Timberlake super, super bad. Oh, I went to the One Republic opening of it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that was on their website. Did you like it? How did you like think the theater was cool? But yeah, I fucking love NSYNC. I like NSYNC more than I like the Backstreet Boys personally. That's just me. Joey Fatone was my favorite. He was the best NSYNC member. And I only recognized later on in my life that it was because he was like fucking 30 and the rest of them were like 19 years old. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like, the tickets, we got resale tickets because apparently some people bailed. We were probably going to have to be in the standing area, but yeah, some people bailed and they were reselling their tickets for, like, not that bad of a price, to be honest, and Jace was like, fuck it, I don't want to stand. My legs hurt, and I was like, that's valid, and then that's kind of where we're at, so pretty cool. It ends up working out, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm mostly just excited by the fact that they can just deliver food to you, so I'm gonna save up some money and we're gonna get like a nice dinner outside. Hopefully it won't be too cold. I don't think it will be since it's still August, so I don't really feel like we are at risk of snow, but rain maybe, so I'm bringing an umbrella. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's not very many of them. And then also too, if you don't buy out like the whole suite, you have to share it with other people, which I think is like the major downside of that, but I also understand that that's like, it makes sense. It makes sense. So it'll be me, Jace, and like 6 other random humans at this fireplace thingy, but I'm very excited about not having to stand. It's definitely one of the most expensive concerts that I've been to in a minute. Typically, we hit, like, indie artists, and so the concerts are, like, $35 a ticket. Like, when we went to go see Z Machine, I think it, like, I shit you not, they were, like, $25 a ticket to go see Bentley and Z at the same time. And it's like, this is a crime, and y'all deserve more money, but like this is fine. I'll pay $25 for you. Versus like, yeah, somebody like Godsmack is effectively like arena seating, so it's like very expensive. We wanted to go see Coheed and Cambria too, but that's like almost too close in time, and it's the same thing. Yeah, no, bad for the hips. Fuck you. It's true. Yeah, normally, Jace, we try and snag the like disability seating at smaller venues because a lot of venues are really kind and they'll have like an ADA area where you can, if you have like a wheelchair, you can park your wheelchair, or if you're just like disabled in general and you need a chair, they'll just bring folding chairs over and you can sit and enjoy the show, which is great. So that's been huge for Jace to be able to enjoy the concerts. I'm glad that those are an availability, truly, that those are even an option. So to be able to sit at a concert, if we have to pay, you know, $150 per person to go and do it, then that's what we gotta do. Just kind of sucks. It is very expensive, but worth, I think. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna go do that, listen to some Nothing More, and cry at that man's fucking insane vocal range. There we go. But Jason and I recently went to go see Hedwig and the Angry Inch recently. That was like on Friday, I think. And that's the first time I've ever seen that musical. Also, welcome back. Yeah, so never seen that one, and I'm glad that I did get to go see it. Oh no, school starts tomorrow. Boo. Oh, boo. Yeah, I like just started like the break between my fall and or summer and fall semester, so I'm like living my best life right now. I feel so revitalized. But I'm like dreading when school starts again in September. I'm like I don't want to deal with it. Hopefully the school year will be relatively easy and that winter break will come very fast. Oh, that's the worst when you literally, yeah, you don't have any of your friends in your classes. That's the worst. It's like that one meme of that little kid, and he's like, wait a minute, who are you? It's like, I literally have no idea who you are. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh yeah, all my friends are seniors and juniors. Oh, mood. Yeah, mood. Yeah, it's been very weird doing like online college because that ends up like resulting in like me not really like making any friends or anything. I surprisingly have had better connections at the college that I go to now than I did elsewhere. So that's been good, but alright, let's get some leather going here. Oh yeah, well, and that's the hard part about like being in like high school, Aqua. It's true, because like you'll run into some people where you're like, oh, okay, like clearly you're super mature and fun to hang out with, and like it's a little bit easier to hang out with those types of people if that's what you're looking for. But then a lot of the other students are in that weird transitionary period where they don't know whether or not they're like, yeah, where they're like, are they children or are they getting ready to move forward through life, which is it's a very weird place to be. High school is definitely like, I don't want to say it's an awkward time because it's not really, but there's definitely a lot of big transitions happening for a lot of people. Yeah, freshmen, all of a sudden you start to get up there in years, and you as like a senior look back on the freshman and you're like, oh my god, you're effectively like on crack. You're like the human version of a minion. Like, what is happening? Like, I'm on the more mature side. People think I'm an upperclassman. Yeah, no, that's a mood. That was where I was at too, and it was like it was hard to make friends with people who were my age because it's like, okay, all of y'all act like weird as fuck. Like, and I can't deal. Yeah. It's a mood. It's a mood. Let's see here. Damn square planes, Bob. I can't. I'm gonna be wearing glasses a bit this year to help. I see, I see. Well, it's hard too. Yeah, you're like, I promise I'm not mad. I just look like this, okay? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Like, I can't. That's funny. You just look like an academic. It freaks people out. You're like, I'm too stoic for this shit. Clearly, you need to get on my level. Oh my god, dude, Cal, you're not allowed to do that. If Q is in here, she will scream. Did you know she named her dog Paul after that musical? Yeah, I was very lucky because I went to a school in Colorado Springs that, like, I was legit the second graduating class, and so the only people around us were upperclassmen. So, like, we were the upperclassmen. We were the only ones who existed, really. And so it was, like, very intense when the freshmen started to come in because we all had, like, whiplash. We were like, what the fuck is going on? Like... And then it didn't help, too, that most of us were, like, IB kids as well, so, like, it's not that we necessarily were, like, better than everybody else, because I don't really think that that's, like, you should measure, like, people's worth based on, like, academic achievement, but, like, having to be in those kinds of rigorous classes where you're forced to prepare for college in that way definitely just, it rearranges your priorities a little bit. And so, we definitely functioned differently. We were like small college students at that point, and it didn't really feel like we belonged in high school, I don't think. Yeah, yep, she named her dog Paul, and it's spelled like this. He's Paul, the dog who didn't like musicals. Oh, yes, true. Aqua, true. I'm thankful my parents are not stupid enough to put me in private school, even though they could. Yes, a funny story about how that's what happened to me. And in middle school, I was put into a private school, and it was a, like, Christian private school, and it was the worst experience of my entire life. It was, like, legitimately traumatizing, and so I definitely feel very bad for, like, because that's what my parents thought, is that they were like, oh, the education must be better because it's a private school, so my kid will be getting, like, better education there. And it was actually the opposite, where I arguably is maybe some of the worst education possible. Like I didn't get science classes. Like, that's how bad it was. There was nothing. It was really bad. And then I got bullied, and then I left, and then I went to a STEM school. So that's what happened. I fled. Yeeted myself out of there. Yeah, it was very culty is the word that I'm going to use, because it very much was. It was a weird place. Would not recommend. But I'm very glad that I got to go to the high school that I did, because that place was cool as shit, so... My parents realized their mistake pretty fast and were able to fix it, thankfully, but I still suffered for like 2 years, and it was not great. I would definitely take small public school over whatever that was. I got bullied. Just like, finger guns. No, it's true. We joke about it in here, though. Yeah, definitely, I am, fortunately, at least very well removed from that now. But it definitely changes you as a person, you know? It's very much that, and... It's a very weird experience to have, for sure. I feel bad for all the kids who, like, didn't make it out. I think about those guys, and I'm like, well, I hope that they're doing okay, you know? Because they weren't bad people, they were just put in a bad place. Very weird. I feel like some private schools have to be cool. Like, there's got to be some out there that are cool, like Montessori schools, but I've never been anywhere near those, so like I don't know how they function. Yeah, there we go. This leather is very dark. I gotta be careful and not let it get too black, because otherwise it's gonna print weird. So I need to put a contrast, probably a contrast layer over this entire thing so it doesn't fade into itself. And probably I'm going to need to let's see. I don't want to do like rim lighting on this, but I need to make sure I don't lose that piece of leather into that dark blue, because that is a very real possibility when this is printing, that it's going to just get like become the worst color humanly possible. So let's make sure that that doesn't happen. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, the 30-hour mandatory class to get the permit. Yeah, well, those like, yeah, it's true. Like, I feel like you can tell all of a sudden that certain people have access to stuff that, like, other kids don't, which sucks. Yeah, I didn't get my permit until I was, like, 17, I think. So I was able to wait until, like, they don't make you take the class, which is dope. So all I had to do is, like, my family was just like, yep, this child can drive. And we, like, filled out the, like, logged hour sheet, and then I just got my permit. It was like, whatever. Driving laws are weird. Yeah, I feel like certain things, like you're saying, are just, like, it is really gate-kept by money, and you can definitely tell, like, especially in America, who gets access to those things, and they all fall into a lot of, like, specific groups. Yeah, 1,500 bucks. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it seems expensive, but at least kind of worth it, though. You know, like, I feel like I wish that everybody had access to that, you know? But congrats on, like, getting your permit, though. Hopefully you'll get it. Oh, skid lessons and stuff. See, now that's super helpful. Yeah, no, like, when you learn from your parents, too, it's a lot of, like, well, here's the car. Hope you don't die. Yeah, I'm sure you'll do great. I'm glad that we do, like, live in Colorado, though, because I feel like we get a lot of, like, nature training that other people just don't. You know, like, being able to drive mountains and things like that. It's very helpful. You become an expert effectively driving, so that way pretty much any other environment you're in, you just are, like, prepared. The only thing I haven't really experienced, well, actually a little bit, I think maybe like once or twice, is I was gonna say like hydroplaning in a car, because we don't really get that much water, but sometimes flash floods can happen. And like, I definitely have been going down I-25 during intense rain at some points, and it's like I've hydroplaned a little bit on that, going around some corners, but we don't get that as bad as like other places like Florida do for sure. Good luck in Adtown. Good luck. Hydrate. Cal has commanded it. Nice. We're almost halfway through the water bottle so far. Doing good. I got a 32-ounce one. Liquid. It's true. This is definitely coming along. Yeah, I'm not going to do any special effects or anything until later. I just wanted to get this done, so I'm probably going to be spending most of my time painting a BVA illustration. Ooh, cranberry grape juice. Yo, that sounds so good. Oh man, I have to think about that for a second. Okay, mine, and this is one that I only discovered very recently because of um, my fiance's family, but my new favorite juice is calamansi juice. And I guess that technically turns out like it's more like a lemonade kind of, but like calamansi juice rocks. So good. But if I had to pick like a Western juice, it's peach juice. I will fight somebody for that every single time. Beat the snot out of an old lady for the last bottle of peach juice. I can't. I might. You gotta watch out. I'm kind of wily. I will do it. I'm a dangerous individual. Yeah, calamansi juice is super good though. That one's a very non-competitive juice because not very many people, like Westerners, know what it is, so I can just like yoink it. Get it from the Asian market. Welcome back. Yeah, I was saying that my two favorite types of juice are like calamansi juice, which is kind of like lemonade, and then also if we're picking like a Western fruit, peach juice. Peach juice slaps. I will literally eat peaches all day, every day. I actually have a peach in the other room right now. And I had kind of a baby breakfast, so I'm probably going to go get like a schnacky soon-ish. Probably in between working on this illustration and the next one. I think I'll get a schnacky and get some chia seed pudding and maybe a peach. Sounds good. Oh yeah, Jace's favorite is mango juice. He will go absolutely ape for mango juice, so we do love a good mango juice in this house. Okay, I feel like this needs some kind of like... Hold on, I gotta blend this. I'm not a fan of whatever like is going on here. I need this to be a little smoother. Because this is like a leather hose, I think. I don't know. Bob put this on him, and I still don't, to this day, know what this is on his uniform. I could not tell you. Oh my god, Deadpool and Wolverine was like maybe in my like top... It's like top 10 films in the last 10 years right now. That film was like everything. It was so good. Yeah, this is Errol from Jak and Daxter. Jak 2, Jak 3. Yeah, it really was. Yeah, the NSYNC opening was amazing. It was awesome. I'm just glad that Gambit was finally in the damn movie. So that definitely warmed my heart a little bit. He's my favorite X-Men, so yeah, it was amazing. Good music, good acting, great costuming, good cameos, funny lines. Great writing. Chris Evans was awesome. Like, it was just overall very, very cool piece. And I'm very glad that Ryan Reynolds was able to do that. My go-to is apple. Ooh, but I will slurp pineapple. Yeah, apple juice I feel like is just a very pleasant juice. It really is. Like, very enjoyable juice. I agree. Oh, you know what this needs? Hold on. Where's my weird skin texture brushes? Hold on, where is that bitch? Where are you at? Sponge. No, not you. Not spread for this guy. Yes! Yeah, because leather's just dried up skin, right? So you effectively can use a skin brush to paint leather texture. Fun fact, just in case anybody was wondering. So I'm going to do that on this piece because there's a lot of leather and it looks really weird without having any texture on it. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. I watched it in Roadhouse. Oh yeah, yeah. We actually went to, it's up here, they call it the Movie Tavern, but it's super similar to Roadhouse. you did a cat call and the whole theater laughed. Good, excellent. that's how you know you've done the right thing. That's so funny. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I had a super good time. I had some like Spanish artichoke dip. It's been a minute since I've been to the movies because I don't know, since the pandemic it's just been really weird to go to the movies, and now I feel like movies are kind of picking up steam again, and I feel like I want to go back more. I'm very excited for, like, especially I'm gonna be in the theaters for Beetlejuice when that comes out. That's one of my favorite films of all time, and so this sequel I'm sure is gonna knock my socks off. I'm so ready. I'm very excited about it. I want to get that limited edition sandworm popcorn bucket. That's on my bucket list, literally and figuratively. I did see the D23 results. Some of them I'm excited about, like Brad Bird literally will never disappoint me. And it was, yeah, it was amazing. So Incredibles 3 is going to be lit. That's going to be amazing. But everything else seems kind of meh, I guess, in my opinion. My mom had this alcohol drink called the Wolverine. Oh, that's funny. I got the Deadpool one. The Deadpool one with the aviation gin in it slapped. I don't think nobody that I went with got the Wolverine one, but good to know that it was delicious. I had to get the Deadpool one because it has Ryan Reynolds' like aviation gin in it, and I was like, that's funny. I need to know. It was really tasty. It was good. But yeah, Incredibles 3 is going to be good. Yeah, that's the only one I'm hopeful for. I definitely would agree with that. Some other things that did pique my interest. Hoppers seems kind of interesting from like an original concept standpoint. This Toy Story 5 is probably the least exciting Toy Story that I've seen them put out. Like in terms of a premise, they're going to have to really impress me. We also have the Rock's tequila. I actually really like that. I just bought that recently to cook some like chicken dip with. We made this like chicken cheese jalapeno dip, and I like the recipe originally was very much like a white lady recipe, so I had to like fix it. I caramelized some onions in that tequila. Holy moly. It's really, really good. Yeah, I've never had the aviation before because I'm like a Hendrix or like an Empress guy. So I was impressed. Ryan Reynolds made a good thing. He made a good gin. Yeah, it's good, but not the best. Yeah, I liked it for cooking. I agree. It's like a little dry on the burn is the way that I'm gonna describe that. But I do like the vanilla like flavor that it has. It has a really strong vanilla flavored profile, which is cool. But it doesn't help too that like I feel like I'm so spoiled. I live near this place. It's a Mexican restaurant up here called Adelitas, and they have one of the largest tequila selections, I think, if not the largest tequila selection in the Denver area. I don't know if it's in Colorado, but it is definitely in Denver. And so you can go in and try like a bunch of them. They do like mezcal flights and like all sorts of stuff. So it's a great way to like taste the differences between them to really understand. The only other brand of tequila that I've ever had in my house was the Casamigos brand, and that one is also, I think that's definitely worse than Dwayne's. Like, The Rock's tequila is better than Casamigos, in my opinion. But we have a ton of tequila. Yeah, that's a lot. We don't, like, drink liquor that much, so I have to, like, be super selective with the ones that I buy. I need to get better about, like, sussing out which ones are, like, the best brands, so that way I can have the true knowledge, the God knowledge. I definitely drink gin the most, so I'm the most knowledgeable about that one, but I'm trying to expand repertoire, the cabinet, as it said. Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like, yeah, that sounds like such a crazy, like, cool selection. We drink a lot of sake in my house as well, too, so I'm pretty familiar with that as well, but yeah, not much else. And then I got all the cheapo stuff for cooking with, but like that's different. You don't drink that. That's like sin. We don't do that. I mean, you can, but like, why would you want to, you know? It's like doing Geiki-Con cooking sake shots at like a hibachi grill. It's like, why would you do that? Hey, Teo! How are you, my friend? Ah, thank you. Thank you as always. We're working on some Jak and Daxter fan art for a zine that's coming out. It's a Jak and Daxter themed zine that's coming out later this year. I'm so excited to be a part of it, and you can purchase the zine when it comes out, and all the proceeds are gonna go to an otter rescue. So you buy it, and it just benefits otters. I mean, otters are gonna be happy. It's gonna be great. So this is in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Jak 3. I am old as fuck. Cheap as sin, but when people drink it, they're not looking for a tasty time. It's true. Well, and everything has its place too. Like, I would never, ever, ever, like, that's why I think the Rocks Tequila is such a great one, because it's so good for cooking. It's 30 bucks. You're not gonna really be like completely burning through your wallet trying to find something that you can cook with. And it's also great for mixers, you know, like, that's fine. But if you're looking for an experience where you're drinking it by itself, it's not gonna be a good one, you know. So I think knowing like what you're using it for is really, really important when buying liquor, because just like with everything else, it's like if you buy a cheap one, you can expect it to taste cheap. There are like some limits to that. Like, some brands I think are just overpriced, but for the most part, you know, it's one of those things. Whenever there's a party, I'm allowed to drink. Oh yeah, under the supervision of parents. That's super nice. That's cool that your parents are chill like that. My parents weren't really big drinkers, so like they would always drink wine, and I just like grape-based wines. I love rice wine, but like, yeah, regular like grape-based wines I'm not a huge fan of, so I didn't really drink a lot of that, and I didn't really start like learning about the liquor that I liked until I had the ability to buy my own drinks, truly. But yeah. Yeah, wine is meh. I feel like you have to have literally like the world's best wine in order for it to be good. You know what I'm saying? Raspberry vodka lemonade sounds super refreshing. Yeah, vodka's versatile. You can use it to make a whole hell of a lot of stuff. And I think it's just because it tastes so clean. You know, it's like you can mix it with pretty much everything, and nobody will know. It's just like it's just a very crisp liquor. It's a good one, good staple. I always like going to restaurants and seeing what kind of fun, like, specialty cocktails that they have, because it's like, you never know, somebody might have something really cool. Some bartenders are super, super good at what they do, and I respect that. I don't like the taste of alcohol, but my drinks need to taste like anything but alcohol. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's like that, though. It's true. It's true. I can't. You're just like, woo, screaming. Yeah, I can't. I wish I could drink heavily, but partially I can't because I am small. I'm very much like a lightweight person for sure. But then also too, I take like seizure meds, and it makes me like extra sleepy. So I get through like literally just a little alcohol, and then I'm like, okay, time to sleep forever. It's like, this is not. I can't. I recently had a nice wine experience. It was the moment that I was like, oh, I see why people drink this. Don't you just love it when that happens, though? Yeah, and I feel like I'm waiting to have that, right? And, like, there's certain things that I know I definitely like. Like, I don't really like dry wines, for example. So Jason and I were picking out the champagne for our wedding that we're going to have, and we have to go with something that is what does they call that? A semi-do? What is that? No, wait, let me figure out. which champagne I picked up. Let me figure out which one it was. Because it was the black one. Because it's not a brute. It's like the opposite of a brute. Whatever not the brute is. I think it was an imperial, actually, if I had to guess. I think it was. But it's nice and sweet. It's a little semi-dry. You know, and that's something that I can deal with. Yeah, it's so funny, Teo. No, for real, like, those are the ones that I go for, where it's like, I do like the sweeter wines, just because that's the profile that I enjoy. So I have a difficult time drinking the dries, because it, like, I literally choke on it, and I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm being actively strangled by my drink while I'm trying to enjoy it. Like, what? I don't know. It's just, it's intense. I understand, like, how it pairs with certain things, but definitely not a fan. The my favorite wine ever is the which one is it? It's a specific brand of Moscato. Ah, the Risata. Yeah, the Risata Moscato d'Asti is like one of my favorite things to drink, but it is literally sparkly juice. No regrets. It's just super cheap, super nice, very versatile. I think it's a, you know, nice dessert wine. I'm a fan of it. Easy crowd pleaser. Mad respect for it. Yeah, I would love to be able to try more wines. There are loads of wine bars up here. Like, there's a place called Barcelona up here, and it's a tapateria, and they have a massive wine selection. So I did have like a very nice peach dry white wine from them one time. It was like a seasonal, and I was like, okay, like, I think I just need to have someone be like, okay, this is the good stuff. But I also recognize that with wine, the good stuff typically is incredibly expensive, and I'm like, I don't even have enough money for chicken nuggets. So maybe one day. Yes, I did know that, Aqua. I did. Yeah, we also, like, that's what I love about Palisade, too, is we got a lot of, like, great wineries out there as well. I haven't really had some time to, like, go out there and actually explore. It's on my bucket list of things to do. To go out there, get some Palisade peaches, and then check out some of the wineries. But I feel like we're really big on, like, craft liquor just in general here, which is pretty neat. I love that we can get, like, some really great beers, too. Yeah, I've never been to a winery somehow. I don't know how that happens to me living in Colorado. Like, you'd think that at this point. Because everybody does the, like, wine tours and stuff. And those are, like, very fancy. Chocolate syrup wine. See that? Now, see, that stuff kind of, like, it piques my interest. I'm like, I need to know. I wish to know the secrets. Like, how weird. What an interesting, like, what a wild time. Humans are wild. Culinary stuff is so insane to me because, like, just thinking about all of the stuff that we've made as, like, a species, like, I love the fact that, like, monkeys effectively were getting drunk off of fermented figs, and they were like, they loved it, you know? And then we as humans were like, okay, but what if we did that but better? And it's like what? Like, how do we get from point A to point B, you know? Like, it's just amazing. Like, humans are insane. Yeah, what if we did art, right? Like, it's like, literally. Wild stuff. I respect it. I definitely deeply respect the art of making liquor. It's not an easy thing. Because, like, you know, one wrong step and it tastes like, you know, fermented foot. It's, like, not good. It's like making kombucha, same thing. It's, like, really difficult to make good kombucha, but when you do, it's, like, you can tell it's very, very, very good. Many animals be off their shit with fermented fruit. Dave the deer got his antlers stuck. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't think I've ever had a drunk deer in my yard, thankfully. That has not yet happened to me as a wilderness person yet. Living in a place where there's a lot of deer, you'd expect that. Okay. Let me grab... I'm gonna get this now. Yet is the key word, right? Now, the weirdest piece of wildlife, I feel like, living where we do, we don't really get any nature, because now I'm in, like, the heart of Denver. No longer in, like, the rural, like, Colorado Springs area for sure, but, now that I'm over in, like, Denver proper, the weirdest animals that we get are, like, coyotes. And that even surprised me. I couldn't believe that, Aurora was gonna have coyotes in it. I heard a coyote and I was like, no way. Like, bro, where did you come from? Like, we told you. You're not supposed to be over here. Oof, bobcat. Yep, it can happen. It's true. The weirdest thing that I've seen on the road was actually on I-25 down by where the Renaissance Festival is. And no joke, somebody ran over a black bear with a Lamborghini. It was such a specific situation, and I was like, damn, that sucks. Like, the Lambo, I think, was fine, but the bear was very clearly, like, not fine. It was very weird. I don't even know how the bear got onto I-25. You know, it's like a major highway. It was like, wow. Either the bobcat was drunk or you and your mother. Honestly, sometimes they just, like, run out on the road. It's crazy. Yeah, depending on where you're at, the animals are so, like, not used to people. Like, that's what was so weird about the black bear, is that it's like, that's a major highway, so it's like, yeah, very, very weird. Did not anticipate. And I don't think that guy that hit it was either, because, like, he was, like, on the phone with his insurance, I think, and probably animal control. It's like, what do you even do, you know, like, what a time. Otherwise, I don't think I've run into very many freaky animals. Not that many, anyway. Definitely, owls and coyotes sound the freakiest. Okay, no, technically these are not the right colors. Very gentle here. Oh, that's a little better. Almost there. Yeah, to be honest, this is like mostly in the light, so I don't really need to like hit this. Honestly, true. Eyelashes are super fun though. Real. Oh, and then there's this one wristband too. I can't forget his weird ass wristband. I still need to play Jak 2 on the PC because I have the disc, and I know Open Goal, they finished porting it now, so they're working on Jak 3. They've moved on. So maybe one day I'll have to do that if we reach like a goal. Looking nice. Or if I have the time. Yeah, I've been writing a bunch of articles for CBR, which has been insane. My most recent ones are, if anybody is interested, which fantasy TV shows have the best endings, most rewatchable fantasy movies ranked, every Game of Thrones book ranked, and then perfect TV episodes that have absolutely zero flaws. So if anybody is interested in that, I'm dropping my CBR link in the chat if you want to check out some of the articles that I wrote. So I've been doing that for work recently, and then also too, I'm going to be starting work with a company called Terraforma, which is definitely not, the work is not in my wheelhouse. I'm kind of nervous about it, but money's money, so gotta kind of do what you gotta do. It's a lot of like earned digital outreach, which is crazy. But the company itself is effectively trying to teach big corporations how to profit from carbon capture. So that way we can start to try and convince big ass companies that yes, you can make money doing carbon capture, and here's how. So I'm going to be spending like all of my time over the next year, like reaching out to companies and like effectively saying, hey, you know, we're Terraforma, this is what we do. Let us know if you're interested in having like our company work with you, so that way you can get your stuff like carbon capture started. Yes, Breaking Bad, yes, best TV. That one ended up for sure. There's a I know the one article that I wrote with 10 perfect episodes that have absolutely zero flaws. I included the Ozymandias episode because I think that's actually like one of the best television episodes ever written, in my personal opinion. It's insane. The Volcano Protocol should have been finished 5 minutes ago. Where's my cloud seeding simulation? Right? Yeah, I'm like on the marketing end of it, so it's definitely going to be interesting. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know how I got to this point. It's because I know the guy who runs this terraforming company, the Terraforma company, is brothers with the guy that I currently work for, and so I'm like, how did I end up here? But they need me for like a lot of hours, which is great. Well, let's see, I need to save this as a TIFF. I'm pretty sure. To make hot dogs? Oh my god. Hot dog? Hot dog. Okay, let me see what these people want from me. For the zine check-in. Yep, they want it like this. But they want it as a TIFF. So I'll save it like this. I don't need to include layers. And then I'm also going to save this out as a whip for all of the people on Patreon. There we go. Save. Looking good. All right, now let me get this up here. Yeah, I learned that the Breaking Bad episode is the only one on the only television episode period on IMDb to have a 10 out of 10 rating, which is pretty insane. Okay, let me get this in here. All right. Amazing. This is a code. Take as long as you need. I can't. All right, cool. So I'm going to take like a brief break for just like a second or so to go and grab some like chia seed pudding and some fruit probably. So I will be right back. And then when I come back, we'll go ahead and switch gears and I'm going to work on instead another illustration. So I will be back soon and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, target acquired. Chia pudding in tow. The package is on its way. And by that I mean I have the chia. Chia. Alright, I don't remember where I was on this illustration. What was I doing? Okay. Pan-fried or boiled hot dogs? I always go for the pan-fried because I like that crispy hot dog, personally. But I do think that boiled hot dogs have their place. Like in ramen, for example. Okay, I need to be really careful here. I'm gonna try and give like just a little bit of backlight here because I can't see and I don't want this to look like, I guess it doesn't matter. And I might add like an extra layer of like snow over top of all of this. So it might not matter so much in the end. But we'll see. Because I really would like to be able to make sure that this little guy doesn't... I'm gonna actually do that over on this other layer too, but I need to make sure that this doesn't have anything weird happen to it. Really, what if I did more like this? I don't really draw snow, so oops, wrong layer. This is kind of difficult. Yes! If you want to share anything, feel free to drop links into the Discord so we can all check it out. Or into the chat, too. That's totally valid. I like that a little bit more. It looks silly without this on. I feel like I am losing... some of this here. It just doesn't feel like it's dark enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in here, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, wow. Hold on. There we go. Better, 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 better. It was just starting to look all like the same value, and now what I need to do is I'm going to apply a photo filter over top. Or whoops, not a photo filter. My bad. Black and white. Ah, there's the link. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yo, wait a second. This is like elite. Hold on, hold on. Yo. Okay, I don't know why this is zoomed in so far. This is amazing. This is looking really, really, really good. I really like how you adjusted the pose on this. It's like, it's really dramatic now. Yeah, I love this. So dramatic. Yeah, it's very JoJo. You're doing great. Yeah, I love the eye shape too. This is awesome. Yeah, the pose is so dynamic. Really, really nice work. This is awesome. This is coming along super well. I love seeing all the progress on it. Thank you for sharing. It's the Joeyest of Joe, truly. Did that help a little, or did that do nothing? It did help a little. The color is not really the issue. Hold on now. This is hella dark. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, right. I like haven't been able to touch it in a minute. Oop, hydrate. Nice. Now we are definitely halfway through the bottle. Nice. Plan on adding Nordic aspects such as pants. That's cool. That's gonna be amazing. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Yeah, I haven't had the ability to like work on this thing or the time because things have been literally so nutso. It's been like insane. For whatever reason. Yeah, clothes are awful. They're really hard and like dealing with all the folds and stuff can be super difficult, so I'm sure you'll do great. Honestly, Huh. I didn't expect hard light to be actually, like, good. Alright. I think that this just needs to be significantly less dark. I think I was like, really punching it, and I didn't need to. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to turn this off. We're going to go back down here. We're going to work on the bush. Go and find the bush brush that I was using. Where are you, leaves? A shrubbery. Wait, why are you shrubbing like that? Oh, I see. This is shrubs like, this is like little shrubs on the ground. We don't want that. I think it's actually this brush, yeah. We're gonna go like this. There we go. Yeah, I have a lot of difficulty with folds in fabric. It's definitely something that I struggle with. But it's worth the practice for sure. I plan on using Varangian trousers. Excuse me. Oh, I have a few pairs. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's good that you can use them as reference. That's, like, really convenient. Historic clothes are best clothes. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Bush. The bush was actually quite easy, so like, yay. Bush. Okay, we're doing okay. Oh, I actually wore them at the con. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's dope. I love that. Okay, this is just like the ground. Okay, what is... Do I have my references here? I do. All I can think about is that I find that blames Bush for everything. I can't. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah. Get in this, lovely little bit of, so this is road. Yeah. Digital painting like this is hard for me because normally I use like a lot of line work in my pieces, like with the arrow piece. It had a lot of line work. Oh, hello. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So actually... And so this is a lot of like the opposite of what I normally do. Alright, so I'm gonna go on, actually, we're gonna do this way. Yeah. Yeah, figuring out which line work you, or like art style you like to do is like the hardest part for me, at least. I've gone back and forth between like, oh, I like to, you know, do, you know, no line work, or I like, heavy line work, and now I'm like back into heavy line work territory. To be honest, I can't pick a lane. Oh my god, there have been leaks of like GTA 6 going everywhere and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like, GTA! I'm like, oh my god! Okay, so I'm gonna just work on slowly. Oops. Actually, I do need to get rid of this. Goodbye. Slowly layering on. Snow. I also don't work with snow that often either. I don't know what possessed me to be like, yeah, this is going to be a bunch of snow, but it's like Vermont in March, so like, ugh. Okay. So this is the brightest snow. So we're going to see a lot of that. I'm just going to work on just the sidewalks for now and then move on to the street. I'm going to do this. And then that's not going to go that direction over there. And then, also gonna get some over here. And it's gonna go down like that. Oh no, there's basically no references I can use. Oh no. That's literally the worst though. That's how you know you're in suffering territory. Daz literally saves a life until Twitch decides to karate chop me for nudity, apparently. I've been thinking about streaming some very NSFW stuff on Thursday, maybe. Because I need to make a new YCH for Fur Affinity. I don't know if y'all would be interested in that, or if it's better to just work on it off stream. Let me know if you want to show up. I'll do it. It'll be around the same time, probably sometime during the morning, but, you know, if a lot of y'all work in, like, the evenings and it's better for me to stream later on in the day, please let me know, because I've been thinking about reworking my stream times anyway, because now things are different. School is different, so if there's specific times that work best for all of you, please let me know. I might do like a little survey, like a little doodle poll. I'll probably put it in the Discord. And then we can start to make like a new stream schedule effectively. Alright, I'm gonna switch brushes here. Okay, I see, I see. And varies every day. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll put a doodle poll here soon in the Discord. We can figure out, you know, what's the best time, stream time for everybody. Because unfortunately, it'll probably either be in the morning or the afternoon. I tend to stream Monday through Thursday. Because unfortunately, I do have to be ready to make dinner for when Jace comes home. So I can't go super late, but anything could happen. Okay, I need like better. Texture. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Yo, chia seeds are wild. I know for sure tomorrow I'm going to be streaming around the same time, this time in the morning. I'm going to be also streaming on Wednesday. We're going to be working on some Heaven's Equal stuff this time, give or take. And then Thursday is really the maybe. The question is do I want to set up a Picardo account for it, or am I lazy? You know? That is truly the question. Because in order to do NSFW stuff, I have to go over there. And honestly, I might be too lazy. I'm actually going to switch brushes here again. like the texture on this one more for circle stuff. I'm going to clean up the edges of this a little bit better once we get through most of this, because these edges need cleaning, but we're okay. I need better texture for this snow, so I gotta try and find the right brush to do what I need it to do, and we'll get there. But as of right now, the next door kids are outside in a tent talking with someone about some wild shit. You're just like, oh, you're like, eavesdropping on your neighbors, like, that's interesting. Are they committing war crimes out there? I've committed a crime. A horrible, horrible crime. What in the sandhill is that? I don't know. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in here, take this down, let me clean this edge up, and then I need better just in general better, like, texture, because right now this looks very like watercolor soupy because it's a lot of the same values, which is not what I want. So we need to clean that up. Okay, but this is where this gets important. Do I have the reference open? Still I do. So this is a different color. Well, that one actually is gonna, never mind, I'm full of lies. Good luck with the pants. You're like, that's fine, but like, the drama's happening. You're like, do I need to call the cops? Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, so that's looking pretty damn good in terms of like where the snow is going. So now, oh my god, with the shit they're talking about, maybe, oh my god, it's getting real. It's getting real out there. Oh, interesting. That's like dirt or like, no. Let's see, that's like, no, that's like almost fibrous. What are we looking at here? Oh, that actually kind of works. a little bit. Okay, hold on, I need to make this smaller, and this is gonna take a little bit of time. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually put this on a new layer, so that way if I do something that I don't like, I can just erase it without having issues. Like this, I can just kind of... Oh, yeah. Just kind of... That's pretty good. This is almost like ink, because if I like do it in the center like that, it almost like bleeds. It's crazy. Back, reverse. This is almost like Impressionism. It's got like an Impressionist style to it almost. Like this is very like Monet adjacent somehow. But it's doing the exact texture that I need. Nuts. Don't you just love it when that happens? Crazy. The hard time I'm having right now is the part around the calf. Oh, I see. It's a bandage wrapped around the calf and down to the ankle. Ooh, yeah, that's hard. I can see what you mean. I'm sure that's difficult. Drop the mic right there, brother. Don't you just love it? I love it, especially when you hear kids say stuff like that and they're like very, very white. You're like, interesting. If they're not white, they have an excuse, but sometimes you're just like, wow, you're goofy. You goofy. Ah, these kids aren't white. Okay, okay. All right, they're okay. They're okay. They're okay. I can't. I mostly just laugh when it's like, we have like a huge problem here, at least in Colorado too, of a lot of like white folks using like African American English vernacular, and you're just like, what is happening? It gives off that same vibe as like, you know that meme of Steve Buscemi, and he's like, greetings fellow kids. Bomba clap. Yeah, see, I've never heard that word in my life, but also I'm old, so. Yeah, and some of it like integrates, you know what I mean? It's like seamless. I mostly just laugh at the white kids who are like really out of touch, and you're like, oh guys, y'all are painful. Watching you is physically painful. They try their best. They're doing what they can, okay? They're they just want to feel cool. Some words aren't meant for you. It's just funny. It's just funny. it's like the same thing when people try and fake like a Texas accent. They've never actually heard somebody from Texas speak. You're just like, what is happening right now? You feel like you're like listening to an alien. Bless. Language is wild. Borrowed words are crazy. Like right now we have like a new sub-dialect of English that's developing in Miami. It's like pretty crazy. They're legitimately calling it Miami English. Because it is, honest to God, not... It's like a sub dialect of English, which is very weird. I've inherited the common greeting of an older guy with a boss of my dad. Oh no! No, legitimately, I think people think I'm a lot younger than I am, so all of a sudden I'll be like, yeah, that's so rad, and people are like, bruh, how old are you? And I'm like, I've seen things you could never imagine. Little do you know. You were but a fool. Howdy, boss. Oh, that's funny. That's cute, though. I love that. I definitely don't find myself saying howdy. Not really. Because that's definitely way too Southern Colorado for me, almost. But I do say y'all. Yes, indeed. Hey, young feller. I can't. That's so cute. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, boss. Boss is a pretty common one. I don't think I've ever been around people who use it too much, but I've definitely heard it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think people forget that Colorado is like the West. Like we are a part of the American West, so it doesn't really surprise me that, yeah, we got a lot of people saying y'all up here. We're like the last stop, I think, of like cattle ranching territory. I know like Wyoming likes to claim it a little bit, but like, I don't know. I've crossed the border into Wyoming, and as soon as you get over there, it's like a completely different territory up there. That's so funny. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. I see. The bandages are on top more than the other bandage underneath it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Layer that fabric. That'll definitely help. Honestly, yeah, costuming and fabric and drawing is really hard. People take it for granted, but like legitimately it's actually hilariously difficult. Like, not easy. Not easy. Okay, let me look at this now. Alright, we're doing okay. To think about, like, yeah, what fabric is made of, how thick it is, the weather, the time period. No, it's true. Yeah, and I know I have issues drawing thick fabrics. That's, like, my weakest point, I think, is thickness. Let me see. I almost don't want to, like... the light this. Well, and honestly, it's kind of crazy when you're like drawing too. Sometimes your brain knows what to do. You just gotta let it do it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes kind of second nature. Your observational skills will carry you through, which is pretty cool. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna light the fence itself, but what I am gonna do is actually I'm gonna blow this the other direction. This is where it blew from, is the right. I'm gonna put some snow on this. Ooh, I gotta watch out. I might have to like raise that window, but I'm actually stressing. Drawing is hard. It's so true. I can't find where to put the waistband. Oh no. I believe in you. I believe. That's okay. You can stress about pants. I can stress about snow, and we can just stress adjacent to each other because that's definitely what's happening to me right now. I love art. Fuck that. Yeah, true. Well, if you need any help, you can always put your stuff into the critique corner too. And hopefully people can take a look at it if you want some feedback. I'm actually seeing something that has nothing to do with the snow, and now that I'm working with this area back here more, I'm seeing it as I'm looking at this image, and I need to keep working certain areas. It's true, with digital art, you can always go back and do it again. I see, I was making it too puffy, I see, and made it stick way out from the body. Gotcha. Well, and especially, too, because your pose is so dynamic, the fabric is going to pull and stretch in a weird way. So, yeah, I can understand. That's like, yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky. I'm going to actually take this. We're going to go back down to the road. better. Oh, yes. Do you have any tips for looping fabric around the body like the waistline? Yes. So the best way to think about that is that the body, like the waist, is just one big cylinder, right? And so if you think about how you would maybe like wrap a rubber band, or how a rubber band would look around like a roll of toilet paper, right? Simplify the shapes down first and then just draw it like that, almost like an ellipses around the outside of your cylinder. And that can help with like figuring out where to position it or how it needs to tilt and things like that. That's typically what I do to start. Because that's pretty much, honestly, like breaking body parts down into basic shapes is always a good thing to do. Because truly, human bodies are just a bunch of cylinders and squares, which is kind of convenient. Okay, let's keep going. Let's try this again. Who is calling me? California. Oh, this might be my school. I'll be right back. It was indeed my school. Good thing I answered. I looked at that and I was like, I don't know anyone from California. Joke's on me. Yeah, I'm like changing my major technically, so I'm going from an MFA to an MA. And so I have to do like a bunch of like document change forms and stuff like that. Or like major change forms and stuff, so no biggie though. So I just got to keep an eye out for those new forms and I should be good to go. Technically, I'm grad school. I was about halfway through my MFA. So I'm beyond undergraduate. So technically, I would have been doing this last year was like year 5, I think, of this kind of a program. So instead of doing 7 years total, I'm doing 6 instead because fuck that. Now that I've got a bunch of jobs and I can actually like pay my bills and stuff, I don't really need to like do school anymore, because a lot of the reason that I was doing school was simply because I was using the student loan money to pay my rent, because that's how that was going. But now that I'm actually making money doing things in my business, I can not go to school anymore, which is great. Very excited about that. Super stoked about not having to do it. Oh god, the first canvas flip is always the worst one. I haven't flipped this canvas either, so anything can happen. Oh, we're okay, actually. The perspective looks really good. Good job, me. Terrible. Sometimes it can get really bad, though. Yeah, so I'm very excited to not really have to worry about going past the spring of next year. So that'll be my new stuff. So I just gotta make sure that later I'm gonna put it in my to-do list. Actually, he needs me to sign some forms. So it's either going to go to my email or it's going to be in my student... Oh, nope, there it is in the email. Cool. God, this guy's so fucking on top of it. My student advisor is really, like, the best ever. He's so cool. But I might finish up the MFA later because that would be very cool. Getting an MFA in art is effectively the equivalent of getting a doctorate in art because there's nothing higher than the MFA. So I would like to get that at some point because that's just cool. But also... right now, I'm so overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff. And also, fun story about grad school. Eventually, the US government will tell you that you can't borrow any more student loan money. So that's where I'm at. So I have to pay off some of my student loans first before I can continue to do, like, education stuff. But otherwise, I don't really plan on stopping, you know? Ah, yes, I love it when that happens. I cooked. Nailed it. Love that shit. Oh god, everybody in my Discord, my school Discord is like, did y'all get your grades yet? I gotta go look now. Now I gotta go look. Let me go look. Nope, I don't think I have mine for my horror class. My screenwriting class. Alright, let's look at this art. I do not have my grades yet. Oh, nice. It looks good even with the flipped canvas, too. Let me see. Let me open this up here. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good. You're following the forms. It's happening. Oh, and I like how, it does hang off the leg. This is really nice looking. Yeah, this is super good. It's going. It's happening. You're doing it. Slowly but surely. It's going. Top arm looks a little goofy. Yeah, and you can always rework it too as you go. But like also too, you're like on a phone as well. Like that's seriously so impressive. It's not even funny. Like stretch! Everyone stretch! Yeah, seriously, working on a phone, I can imagine it takes so much time. I can't even, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, also, everybody drink water too. I just finished my like second breakfast / snack. God, we're getting real close to being done with this background. Just saying. Oh, I see, I see. I eat 2 meals over the summer. That makes sense, though, because it gets so hot outside. It can get really hard, I think, to, like, stick that second meal in the middle of the day. Like, that sounds awful. Like, it's just so hot. You just, like, don't want to eat, you know? I get it. Nice, gonna start bulking soon. Don't want to freeze. Big mood. Big mood. I freeze no matter what. I'm in, like, literally a long-sleeve hoodie and joggers, and I have a blanket on me in my own apartment, and it's, like, 70 in here. Oh damn! Oh, so you were probably so cold, Lord. Yeah, that is how you freeze. It is true. Yeah, you're like, I look good, but also I want to die. I am up an icicle. The cold did bother me anyway. I freeze. I definitely, when I go out to, like, ski, I'm, like, bundled up. Behold! Snow! Oh, okay, I see, like a 15%. Yeah, so that's, like, yeah, not like, super, super, super lean, but, like, also... I get where you're coming from. I get you, I get you. Yeah, kinda lean. Yeah, lean on the leaner side, but not like, yeah, super lean. Do you like the snow? Can you say snow? Yeah, true. I legit, the last time I weighed myself, I think I was like 117, and I'm like 4.5, I think. So I'm tiny. All my weight is in my legs. I can't. It's true. Sometimes it's like that though. Which actually kind of makes sense though, because humans, we be walking all the time. Jace is the same way. He has, like, Pacific Islander legs. He's, like, built like fucking Maui from Moana. I'm excited to finally be able to, like, get back into the gym after moving, because it was rough not being able to, like, actually exercise. My body was so mad. Holy God. It was super, super bad. Thick boy, friendship, true. That 1000%. Alright, let me go this way. Yeah, Jace just got a standing desk. I want to get one of those as well, because I think my biggest problem with taking care of myself truly is just that I'm at this desk literally like 8 hours a day, and it can get really, you know, really bad really fast if you're not careful. It's the only downside of being an artist is that you definitely, you feel it. Yeah, my whole family's short as hell, so like I'm like tall compared to the rest of my family. I can't. Like my aunts, I shit you not, are like 5'8", so I am a fucking giant compared to them. Okay, pretty decent. Lock this. Don't need to do a lot with this snow, actually, so that's pretty dope. Okay, let's see. Boop, boop. Okay, we're looking really good. Yeah, okay, great. I was worried about needing to lighten that window, but I don't think that I need to. You're like, if I had facial hair, I'd be super scary. It's true, it's true. Sometimes it's just like that. I feel like my problem is the opposite one, where I don't really have a lot of facial hair, so I look like I'm 12, and people are like, where are your parents? And I'm like, they're gone. I have a very, like, Tom Hollandy looking face. Oh yeah, it'll like darken up to your hair for sure. Well, you can always too, if you ever have the money for it, you can invest in like a dermal roller. Those things are incredible, and they do work, honest to God, very, very well. And that can be a fun weekly routine to use on areas where your beard is, because not only does it help exfoliate your skin, but it could also help bring the hair in thicker and darker faster, so that way it's not like so light, if that's something that you're going for. I really like, oh, I need a dermal roll this week, actually, that reminds me, but it's a great product to use. Yeah, I don't remember what fire hydrants look like. I have to look up a reference image again. Trying to find images of like fire hydrants in the snow. But all I'm finding is PSAs about how we need to clear off fire hydrants, which actually, I didn't know that. There we go, that's better. Alright, let me get the lines back on. Oh, I see. Yeah, my hair will get darker because my dad's beard is a dark brown. Yeah, mine went from being effectively like light blonde when I was a kid to almost black. So I feel like that's pretty normal. He looks like Stoic the Vast. That's majestic. My dad's got that really skinny Norwegian bod. I feel like he looks like Mr. Yabaton, if anything. I don't know if y'all even know who Mr. Yabaton is, but that's my father. Blech, this is awful. Alright. Look at this weird, unshaded fire hydrant in the middle of everything. Like... That's okay. He'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna save really quick. Enjoy your juice. Good luck on your quest. Oh, what's happening? Hydrate. I will hydrate also. I thought that I was gonna maybe get to a part of this entire shebangle that was like onto the figures finally, but I realized that I am a fool and there is no way in hell that that would have happened. But I am doing, I feel like we're doing pretty good on time. A fool and a class, that's true. This is also going to change in color as well. And then legit, the last thing that I'll have to do in this is I'm going to, at the very, 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 very end, add some like snow effects and things like that. But the last thing that I'm going to have to do is the street lamp before drawing the figures. Welcome back. I hope your juice is delicious. This is the laziest fire hydrant that I could have possibly drawn. Now, dude, it's summer. It's hot. Fuck clothes. My fiance has a brother who just sits in his room on his computer naked, so I feel like weirder things could be happening. Okay, you're like, I am actively melting. I'm sorry, what? I said what I said. I won't say which one, but definitely at least one. Okay. Cool, so let me... Not the tree trunk. Grab that a little bit. He's a little bit awkwardly colored, but... There we go. And now we're going to cover it in snow. That means there could be more. It's true. There could. Who knows? Okay, I'm going to just kind of plaster this snow up on the side of this thing like it is slowly thinking about melting off, but just hasn't yet. You know? And then same with over here, we're gonna kind of just stick it. Stick it. Snow. And then this is where we get kind of intense, I think, is kind of build it up around the ground so that it's not just like floating in the snow, because that would be weird. Snow is weird, y'all. That's all I have to say. Yeah, those growth spurts, yo. It's true. Half of them don't fit. Big mood. Hopefully it'll settle soon. Yeah, when it turns winter, everyone's gonna start complaining about how cold it is. Yeah, my favorite seasons are fall and winter. Those are my favorite times of year. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, snow is difficult. That is all that I've learned from this entire process is like, oh no, the color looks good, but like, damn, this is hard. Not easy. All right, so now that I have that, that means that I need to go back and clean up a little bit of the ground underneath this guy. Which is not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. Oof. There we go. Not bad. All right, let me turn this on. Let me turn this on. To be honest, I think one thing that probably needs to happen, and that's okay. I'm gonna take like this color and I'm just gonna kind of hit it like that. There we go, better. There we go. I've grown an inch in the last year. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, it's just me building muscle. Well, that's true too. Yeah, hopefully you can take it close to like a place like Plato's Closet or something and maybe get like some cash for it, you know? Oh yeah, yep, the glutes. I can see it. I can see it. Also, leave it to my old apartment complex to call Jace when they know that we have it on our file that he works and that I'm the contact. I fucking hate that old apartment so much. Holy moly. I am full of rage. Full of rage. All right. So, there's the figures. There's the thing. There's the lamp. They look like they're floating right now. But that's okay. Got lamp. So next time we're going to work on lamp. But that means that the entire thing is pretty much done, except for I kind of want to hit everything with like hazy snow. Because I like how in this, you know, you got a little bit of first the snowflakes that are going. But then also there's like some kind of foggy, hazy snow stuff going on. I think I'm going to gently brush some of this so that it looks like it's, you know, actively puffing. Not that it has snowed, but it is actively snowing. So that'll be the next step. It is going. It is happening. I'll take it. But yeah, of course the old apartment did that. Yeah, they already were supposed to do our walkthrough for our apartment. I shit you not, like last Saturday. Not this previous Saturday, like over the weekend, like a week earlier. And they owe us like $1,800. So... I'm hoping that they left Jace a message, but... Okay, so this looks like this is slowly coming together. I do feel like it really captures the essence of this scene. Oh yeah, lightning this, it was a good idea. Holy shit, the other whip of this was so dark. Cool. So we got this thing, progress was made. Finished the background, which is pretty great. We got this thing working. That's progress point done. So, nice. That was fun. It was nice to be able to just like relax and actually like do art for once without screaming and being on fire. So, thank you to everybody who hung out today. This was awesome. You all are, as always, great. I will be putting probably a doodle poll into the Discord in terms of like what stream times work best for everybody, and if I can get enough feedback, I might change my stream schedule, but if I can't, then everything will just continue as it has been, where it's between like effectively 10 and 11 Mountain Standard Time for start time, and then 12:30 to 1:30-ish for end time. So, but tomorrow I'll be back, and I'll be working on editing Fatal Mechanism, so if you can pop in, I hope to see you. If not, it's just going to be, we're going to be doing it in sprint format tomorrow, so that is going to be something that's different. Also, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has entered the short story contest so far. There's a couple entries, which is really cool, and I did not expect that, so that is awesome. I appreciate you. I can't wait to read them. I haven't looked at them yet, so I'm very excited to get to do that in like 8 days. So if you do want to enter, you still have time, and you can win ebooks of all of my books if you do so. So spread the word, show your friends. If you have friends who like to write, encourage them to enter. Other than that, I'm going to bounce out of here, and I'm going to go probably write another article. I don't know what about today. We're going to find out. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.